Welcome back to another video of this very beautiful AIM65 clone. So in the last video we saw how we can show memory cells, and we have started also the direct assembler to program a little program, and today I will also add a program. I hope you can see it here. So we count to 5. For that I have wrote a little program here. Start to clear the carry. It's not important here, but every time when you have a calculation inside there, it's good to do it here. Then we load the value 1 in the accumulator, and we add the value 1 to this, and we compare it. Is the result 5? If not, we branch, if it's not equal, back to here the number 3, the right address, and then we end. I wrote here an RTS, but I set an break. So I've also write down here the commands. The E key is for to start the assembler, the direct assembler. We have also an R key to show displays or to display the registers, and we can also change the Accu or the X and Y register. We will check if we write down with a disassembler, and I'll show you later also the trace functionality, so that you can imagine what's happened behind when you start and run your program. Though for that I will go to the direct assembler, and I switch my address here to 200. So it's my starting address in 200, and now I write down the clear carry or the carry clear. And then I load the value 1 to the accumulator, and I add the value 1 to this accumulator, and then I compare it. Is it the value 5? If it's not, I work with a branch not equal. And now the first disadvantage of this direct assembler, you see here, I cannot work with labels, and I can also don't set hints or comments or that. So in a later video I will explain a little bit about a text editor, what's inside there, and the two-pass assembler, that we can use it to write better code. For that I know where I have to jump. This is the value or the memory address 0203, and when this is fine, the program should be end by the break command and jumps back to the monitor program. So I go out with the escape key. I see here my program that looks very fine, but I have to check before I start this program the register. The register is, or for me the important register is the A, the X and the Y register. And when I want to change the values, I have changed it for the X and Y and set it to 0. But I will do that also for the accumulator. Then I press the A key and can set the new value here and go back to the register. And I see here now I have changed this. A for the Accu, X for the X register, and Y for the Y register. So let's check if our program really inside here, and have I wrote all right down. I can start for that the disassembler, and the disassembler with the K key awaiting the starting address. This is 200, and they're awaiting also how many lines I will disassemble it here. So let's write down 10 lines, and I get the result here. Start by address 200, CLC, all the lines are okay for that. Now let's go out back to the memory, to the monitor, set the starting address or the program counter, and with the G command I can start my program. It's finished very fast. So let's go back to the registers, and we see here, yes, the value have switched from 0 to 5. So that means the program it seems works right, but how can I imagine what's happened behind there? For that I have two options. One is press the Z key, and I can take on the call it trace. So what does it mean when I go back to my starting address and start the program? Sorry, I have to change from run to step mode. Here's a little switch, and I go back to step mode, start this program again on the starting address 200, press the G key, and now I have also set the how many steps we want to go, and I write down 10 steps, and I see what's happened inside the program. We see that we start, we load, we compare it, and then we add another one. We compared with 5, no, and jump another one. Also, this seems that here the branch not equal works very fine, but I don't see here the values, the current values in the accumulator. So for that, the Z command, the trace, helps not really when I don't see for every step the register information. And I can also, with this key, set on the register trace. We try it again. I go back to my starting address of this program. Let's say we run this program. Let's say for 20 lines, and I get here the values of the register, then what's happened in the program, the values of the register. Okay, we have before the 4 here, and we see step by step that the registers, the value was counted by 1, they were compared, the value goes higher, another compare, the value goes higher, another compare, and then we goes out the break command will be started. Okay, very simple. The assembler, direct assembler, is not very comfortable, so I will show you in the next video how you can use this internal editor to write code or text, and then how to assemble this text with the 2-pass editor. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.